What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Forward Progress here on the Hammer Betting Network, presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. We are back with a Week 9 props edition of Forward Progress here, and we have Hitman by our side today. Going to be giving out some props, a future, and then we're going to go through your questions. So make sure you drop your questions down in the chat below. Also, quick reminder, smash the like button. Goes a long way for us here on the channel. And then as well, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you have notifications on to be notified when we go live every single week. We kind of go live at different times. It all depends on like when certain markets are opening and things like that. And whenever Hitman's not golfing, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, you're going to want to have notifications on because then, of course, you'll be notified every time we go live. So, Hitman, before we get into things, you have a lot of money on this World Series Game 7 game. Number one, are you hedging? Number two, how are you feeling? And then number three, what time do I pick you up from the airport?
I am not hedging. The only way that I would ever hedge is if some people I respect told me that the Dodgers had value for this game. And like, was it minus 140 now? If they said, hey, I make it minus 170, I think it's going to close higher, then I would bet the Dodgers. But I'm not hedging. That's one. Two is I have a lot of freaking confidence because I woke up today and I know nothing about baseball. And I heard that this guy is washed up, but I seen that Max Scherzer was pitching. And every time I watched that guy, like when he was on the Nationals, I was like, this guy's a freaking psychopath. And that's a guy I know is not going to be afraid of the moment. I know Max Scherzer is going to be ready. And if he doesn't play well, it's because he's washed. But it's not going to be because he's nervous or anything like that. So I love having Max Scherzer on the mound tonight, Game 7. And I will not be there, unfortunately. And the problem is it's like the game ends at midnight. I wouldn't be able to get a flight until like 6 a.m. I have to work. It's NFL Sunday. It's just bad timing. But so is life.
It's okay. I'm still hoping that if they win, you're going to take me to Cabot like we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Sure.
All right. Let's get into things today here. We have a prop for you and a future. You want to start with the future first, Hitman?
Yeah, we'll do the future first. So as people are coming in, the futures tend to last a little longer on the board without getting destroyed on the board. All
right. Take it away here.
Okay. We are going to regular season wins. We are going to the Cincinnati Bengals. And I am playing under 6.5. What is that at my under, Jason?
Sorry. Plus 125.
At plus 125. I made this closer to 5.5, which now the fact that it's like an 8-9 game season, having a win of value is very rare at this time. So, I mean, it could be my numbers are just off but I still think that even if I round it up, I still think that plus money that this has value. The Flacco injury is definitely a plus for this. We don't even know if he's going to play this week. And it's also an injury for like a 42-year-old. Like, who knows? Like, he could re-aggravate something, and this lingers. And if Jake Browning's the quarterback, like, for any extended period of time, we have a freaking amazing bet. There's potential that the Bengals are about to get a lot worse by dealing Trey Hendrickson. I know Rob has talked a lot about how Trey Hendrickson's impact on the Bengals has been like TJ Watt-esque for what Watt's value has been to the Steelers. So if Hendrickson is gone after this week, that is going to be a major boost, and we're going to be lowering the Bengals power rating based off that. And, you know, I made this number with the assumption that Burrow was going to play the last 3 weeks. But again, if the Bengals are out of playoff contention, then they probably just end up shutting him down. So I think this is good at under 6.5 plus money.
Under 6.5 plus 125 out there right now. And a quick reminder as well, before we get into the prop that you have for us today, Hitman, don't forget to drop your questions in the chat. Hitman's going to be here. Hitman is here responding to your questions throughout the show. So yeah, if you want to get questions in for anything you have for Sunday football, you let us know in the chat. Hey, even if you want some World Series advice, I'm sure he'll be able to give it to you. Also, I didn't even mention this. Hey, man, proud of you that you know Max Scherzer's name.
You know, Max Scherzer, my cousin runs the stadium for the Nationals.
Okay.
And I remember when they got Max Scherzer and Harper, I think it was around the same time. I had no idea who these guys were, but he told me that they were going to be the stars, and he ended up being right.
Yeah, it's absolute star. Hopefully we can win it tonight. Jamil in the chat said he has tickets for Game 7 and he needed that pep talk from you earlier in the show.
Yeah, I mean, it's old school Stu Feiner handicapping. I just have a feeling. I have a feeling that Max Scherzer is going to bring the energy tonight.
Yep, and you're gonna wait until 10 minutes before the game. Injuries don't matter, all that kind of stuff. Is that what Stu was saying earlier in the week? Anyways, let's move.
Don't put some respect on his name. He's one of the GOAT touts of all time.
Listen, I respect. I love Stu Feiner as an entertainer. He's fucking hilarious. So, anyways, let's get into the prop for us today. Just walk us through it. What do you got here?
All right, we're gonna go back to the Bengals game. Are you doing it, Jason?
Yeah.
There we go. We're going to go to receiving props. We're going to go to the receptions market, and we're going to go to Jamar Chase, and we are going to play the under 8.5 receptions. Anything plus money I like, but it helps that FanDuel, I believe, does have the best price in market on it. I just mentioned that Joe Flacco is banged up. Like, there's still a chance that Joe Flacco is not playing in this game. Like, I lean that he plays in it, but there's still a chance he doesn't. And if Flacco does not play in this game, it's a great bet. So whatever you think that the chances are that he's not in, 30% or whatever, like that's a 30% chance that we might end up getting like a reception of value on Chase. If Flacco is in, I still think that it's probably a coin flip at plus 112, which isn't a bad bet, to be honest with you. I heard this on another show that was talking about Jamar Chase this week. They mentioned how like Michael Thomas and like Cooper Kupp and like their GOAT insane target share years were like in the mid to high 30s in target share. Like Jamar Chase with Flacco right now is at 45% target share, and that it's just not sustainable. It's not like he's gonna go down into the mid to high 30s at some point. And I understand that the matchup's good and all the factors, but again, we're asking a player to get 9 receptions. Like that is a lot of catches, and we also, as I mentioned, have the potential out that Flacco doesn't play. So that's it. Jamar Chase under 8.5 receptions.
Makes perfect sense. And like we're asking, not only are we asking him, or the books, I guess, or it's priced as though we're asking for Jamar Chase to get 9 receptions. It's priced as if he will or has a higher chance to get 9 receptions than to go under with that plus money right there. So plus 112 over at FanDuel receptions. And you can still grab it. So maybe you lost some of your mojo, Hitman. Still pretty widely available.
I think we're a little late to get people in the chat.
Maybe that's what it is.
So everyone, make sure we always mention, have your notifications.
There you go. Perfect plug. Company man. Appreciate you, Hitman. We got a bunch of don't have many questions in the chat. But if you want to get your questions in, please feel free to do so. Because I know Hitman's got to be out of here in a couple minutes. So make sure you drop them there. If not, we'll end off the show. Before we end off the show, though, just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors over at FanDuel. FanDuel is turning up the heat every Sunday with Power Hour, the ultimate live betting window where the action is wild and the rewards are even better. Here's how it works. Every Sunday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, FanDuel is giving you a profit boost to use on live bets during the most intense stretch of the NFL slate. This is when games flip, underdogs rally, parlays hit, legends are made. It's your Power Hour on FanDuel. If you're watching it all go down, you've got extra firepower to use on your next bet. Open the FanDuel app between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern. Claim your profit boost and make your move while all the action unfolds. It's called Power Hour for a reason, and it happens every Sunday only on FanDuel. Head to FanDuel.com/forward progress to get started. Please pay responsibly. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas, in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC, Kentucky, Wyoming, Opt-in required. Bonus issue is non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rghelp.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Paid endorsement. All right. Let's see if we get any questions in the chat. If not, hey, man, I'm going to tee you up with some questions. But so someone was asking about where you would price this total with and without Flacco. I believe you said that it's about a coin flip at plus 112.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like with Flacco, it was a coin flip at +8, which is you're getting plus 112 on something. I think it's a coin flip. So that's okay. And then I'd probably think it ends up closing without Flacco at like 7.5, maybe a little juiced over.
Yeah. All right. Question from Not a Fonzanoon, which is crazy name. He said, do you have a challenge match with Mike Gesicki's dad today at the club?
Nah, I haven't seen Gesicki's dad in 4 years since I played with him near my house. But if he's watching, I'd love to have you at my club, Mike Gesicki's dad. So
you don't even remember his name, eh?
No, but I do remember that he was a pilot, I believe, for United. That's what I did remember. But
okay. All right. The next question here is from Stephen Robinson asking on any thoughts on Tet McMillan this week.
I kind of like McMillan more with Dalton than I do Bryce Young. So I would have liked him more if Dalton was in. I don't know how good the fit is with Bryce Young, to be honest. I do like that last week they put him in the slot for a season high amount of snaps. So that can again maybe be some more layup targets, but I also think there's a chance, like with the offensive line injuries and Bryce Young, maybe not 100%, like there's a chance this offense just gets obliterated. So I don't have much of an opinion on McMillan.
All right, kind of no two ways about it for you, Hitman. My apologies for, I think it was Michael in the chat when he asked about the total. I thought he was talking about the receptions. I guess he meant the total in the actual game itself, 51.5. The over is minus 106 over at FanDuel. Any opinion on the Bengals?
Yeah, I like over. If Flacco's gets ruled in, I think you could do worse than bet over 51. That's okay. That would be my first instinct if Flacco gets ruled in. And if Flacco gets ruled out, I think my first instinct would be to take Bears minus 2.5.
Okay. A couple more questions. Is Hitman a Blue Jays fan? I can just answer that for you. No, but he has I'm
a Yankees fan.
No, you're a Blue Jays fan now. If they win for you, Hitman, by the way, for context, has a large wager outright on the Blue Jays to win the World Series. He already cashed his ALCS ticket. So if they win for you, you have to be a Blue Jays fan now. No, like that's just
They'll be my second team.
That's such loser behavior, especially
the funny thing is my actual second team
is the
I have a lot of teams in baseball. I like the Orioles because I liked Cal Ripken growing up, but that's a division rival to the Yankees, obviously. I like the Yankees because I would go to games growing up, and my dad liked the Yankees and everything. I like the Nationals because my cousin freaking runs their stadium and everything. And now I like the Blue Jays. So I don't know. I'm a mutt.
It's all good. So that's why you've been sending me Nationals props throughout the MLB season. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke.
We can make it happen.
No. We're just kidding here. A couple more questions from the chat. Do you think Woody Marks will be featured a lot in the offense this week?
Rule of thumb with the Texans is when they're in positive game script, Chubb gets more work, I feel like. And when it's negative game script, it's more of a Marks game. This one's kind of 55, 45, it's looking like, with probability of who's going to win the game. So I don't know. I kind of think it's priced right.
Yeah. Also, he did pop up on the injury report, so maybe just be a little bit weary.
Yeah,
I know he's off now on
Friday, but it's no.
But it could be something lingering. You don't really know. Let's move on to Carl Felice 1697 asking in the chat: is Blake Corum viable over 31.5 rushing yards of their matchup against the Saints, or is the run defense?
I'm not worried about the matchup. It's just that Corum is just so freaking dependent on where the game script goes in this game. If they're beating him up, I mean, the Jags game was a blowout, and Williams only handled, I think, like 52% of the touches, but it's just priced. It's just priced with Corum being in the low 30s right now that he could get fourth quarter work. So not much of an opinion.
Yeah. Maybe something to look at live because
yeah.
will they adjust the total?
Yeah, they'll adjust it, but just sometimes it's not adjusted enough, or sometimes it's over adjusted.
Yeah.
Like it's just tough to say.
Like we saw with Keaton Mitchell on the stream on Thursday.
That was electric. Yeah, check out I mean, if you want some winners, check out our live plays that we have every Monday, Thursday. You know, those have been crazy.
All right. A couple more questions in the chat, then we'll head out. Arthur's asking what kind of bet does Hitman have on Toronto? He bet them to win the World Series at what odds?
60-1 World Series, and I think it was like 30-1 AL or something.
To win $112,000.
Listen, I'm not the sharp guys. I just had a smart person tell me to bet that. I clicked the button.
Listen, you can. Are you calling me sharp? Is that what you're saying?
Whoever it was from, well, it wasn't a person from Toronto, but yeah, I just clicked the button.
All right. Does he also give out first quarter and third quarter spreads and totals? No. Okay.
No, it's not that. No.
Okay. All right. Let's move on here. Last couple of questions. Do you have any plays for Saturday?
Or
for today, I guess.
I bet Duke plus 3.5, plus 4. I bet it early in the week. I haven't gotten CLV. Like the line came back. It went to 2, and then it went to 3.5, 4. But I think Klubnik is a little more banged up than some people think for Clemson. So I like Duke plus 3.5, plus 4, I believe is out there right now.
All right, sounds good. And then to close it out here, Chuba Hubbard over 5.5 receiving yards.
You know, I think Hubbard, I lean over because I do think that Hubbard is still going to have a role. Like Dow will be the one to Hubbard's B. But I think that like if Hubbard does have a role, it could be third down back. So I don't hate that.
Okay. Don't hate Hubbard over 5.5. And I'll get to this one because he asked twice. Last question from the chat. Delaware Blue Hens plus 3.5. I don't even know if that's a question or a statement.
I have no idea who Delaware is playing. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll make sure to keep track of it, and we'll give you a shout out, Brinks pick tomorrow or next week if it does win. If not, we'll forget about it. Penn State team total under 13.5. The offense stinks. Last question.
I don't know. I have Ohio State to finish the year undefeated at like minus 200 or something. I bet that a few weeks ago. So I hope that wins.
Okay. I know I said I would let you out here, but like, why didn't you just mechanically parlay it? What was it about it that you wanted to?
Because just like the Blue Jays bet, somebody sent me a message that it was good and I bet it.
Okay.
That's why I didn't mechanically parlay it.
All right. All right. Makes perfect sense. Hey, man, I appreciate you joining the show today. Chat, I appreciate you guys as well. Forget who it was in the comment. Not Afonso Noon saying, don't forget to like and subscribe. Put a 1 in the chat. You guys know the drill. Do us a favor. Do those things. Like, subscribe. And also, again, you're going to want to turn on the notification bell because we're live on Saturdays. We don't have a set time. We could be live at 10:30, noon, 1. Who knows? Maybe we're live on Fridays. We did that 2 weeks ago. We were live on Friday. So you're going to want to stay up to date. And by doing that, the best way to do that is by following us on Twitter, subscribing here on the channel, and hitting that notification bell. It's the best way to be notified when we go live. Hitman, thanks for joining us today. Thank you to the chat as well. One's in the chat as we head out. This has been a Saturday props edition of Forward Progress here on the Hammer Betting Network, presented by FanDuel. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you right here next week.